And we're just about ready. The big field is set for the Tab Highway to kick off Hill Stakes Day here at Rosehill. Ready now, they're off and racing, and Rossi's Type of Girl taken back together with She Have, and jumping really well, the Coat Hanger. The Coat Hanger bounces to the lead. I think that's Atmospheric Rock going forward on the outside. Yes, a lot closer than usual. The favourite Atmospheric Rock giving chase to the front runner early. They're followed by He's a Devil out wide on the outside and Nickelback, then Lady Tabloid. Very well positioned down on the rails, count behind the speed. Then came Call Me Lewis, Chase My Crown about midfield. In front of Reverend Chule, Stormy Witness deeper out. Crystal Chase very wide on the track going to the first turn. Further back to Master Awards, Discreet Lady, Lord de Sanama on a three-wide position. Well back in the field is She Have on the inside of Amaranth. Then Rossi's Type of Girl and Montebello's Charm, the last one. The Coat Hanger in front, 7.50 to go. A half to He's a Devil. Then Lady Tabloid and Atmospheric Rock given every hope today. Equal third position coming to the bend. Then came Nickelback. Further back, Chase My Crown. Looking to slice through the pack. Call Me Lewis pulls out. Nickelback pulls out. The Coat Hanger swings in front by length and a half to He's a Devil. Lady Tabloid travelling well but can't get a run on the rails. Then came Nickelback running on. Atmospheric Rock's grinding in between them. Still not out of it. Nickelback moved up. Atmospheric Rock being vigorously ridden, picking up the bridle. Then Chase My Crown into the clear. Chase My Crown pounce. Amaranth the outside flushing home. Chase My Crown in front though, and Chase My Crown wins the highway. Beats Amaranth and Nickelback. Atmospheric Rock, what do you say? Had the run of the race there and missed a place in the end. Followed by She Have, Reverend Chule late from Discreet Lady, Lady Tabloid. The Coat Hanger got tied from Master Awards, Rossi's Type of Girl, Call Me Lewis, Lord de Sanamo, Stormy Witness, the Devil Horse, He's a Devil, and Montebello's Charm.
Chase My Crown, another highway win for this 6-year-old mare. Jet Stanley and Wayne Wilkes combining in the highway. Chase My Crown has beaten Amaranth down the outside. Nickelback, number 5, will be third. 1, 4, 5.
Yeah, she's a ripping mare. She is a ripper. Well placed with the claim. Back to a highway race here out of the midweek. And might be a good day for Jet Stanley's on the last favourite. Might be bookends, hopefully. I think Amaranth was a surefire up-and-coming highway winner again, and he loomed to win there. Nickelback battled on well, and Atmospheric Rock, no excuses, a perfect ride on him.
Yeah, an absolute perfect steer by Jet Stanley. He drew soft. He was always going to get a beautiful run. Got strung up in behind him just as they straightened. He was looking for an out and up, just breezing out from behind him to be 4 wide. And once he got clear running, it was all over. But great ride, Jet Stanley.
Like Duff said, that'll give him plenty of confidence because he's riding the favourite Kobe in the last today. How many city winners for him now? Naval 1? Yeah, maybe just the one city winner here in Sydney for Jet Stanley, and he adds another one today. So the time, what have they posted? It's not up there yet, and there's no last 600. We'll have to pass that on. It might be hand time because I noticed the Long Jeans infield clock isn't working either. 1, 4, 5 and 11 after the first. Well, what a bonny mare she is.
She is. Look, she's been down here 11 times now, probably 9 of them been highways, the other 2 have been metropolitan races. She just keeps aiming up every time.
And she's earned a bit of money doing it.
She has. That's probably just under the 200 grand this preparation. That's just on this preparation. So we've sort of, with the staff at home and everyone that's involved with her, they've found the key to her and we're just keeping her happy.
So what do you aim at now?
Well, just got to ask that question now. Maybe... Like she's just behind a benchmark 78 races. Maybe we go to Brisbane on a Saturday or something like that.
Yeah, it gets tougher now, doesn't it?
It does. It gets tougher than that. So we're out of highway company now. So I'll have to find another highway horse.
That's right. You'll find more. Well done.
Thanks a lot.
Congratulations, Jet. You've got some great rides on paper. It's always good to kick off with a winner.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, on a big day like this and for such good people and such supporters of apprentices as well, it's really good to do that for them.
You drew a soft barrier. You're always going to end up with a good run, but straightening for home, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, look, it was a bit touch and go straightening for home. The favourite didn't kick as well as I thought it would, and I was on its back and, you know, just had to ease up. And once I was able to edge out into clear air, she really unleashed a nice turn of foot.
Well done, bud.
Thank you.
What prices are they now, Tim, as the last one moves up?
Yeah, Big Late Go, Felix Majestic, now into $4. $4.80 about Peace Officer. Felix Majestic, very heavily backed.
Here's the midway.
Racing now, and Cracker-Lacka was one of the first into stride. Territory Express is going to settle last. Peace Officer goes back to join it. Satnus on the inside showing very good muster, together with Felix Majestic, and made by Khan. Manconi's handy. Cracker-Lacka jumped well but couldn't cross them, and now it's cast early. Oakfield Arrow slices through. Miss Coover's there on the fence. They're followed just behind them to Big Apple from back row, and now Peace Officer trying to improve on the rails. Got several runners behind it now. Bend the Knee, together with Bazooka is wide out. A gap to Territory Express, Toes on the nose, and the Guru's last of all. So Satnus taken to the front by Brock Ryan, and this last start winner looking to go back to back, led by a length and a half, Felix Majestic. Manconi third, then came Oakfield Arrow, and deeper out there as they race inside the 600 metres is Made by Khan. Just behind the speed then is back rower from Miss Coover on the rails from Big Apple as they turn for home. Satnus in front, going okay. Satnus by 2 on Felix Majestic, being nursed into the race. They're followed then by Oakfield Arrow. Further back to back rower, Cracker-Lacka. Peace Officer still well back and strung up in traffic. It's Satnus and Felix Majestic slogging it out now. Felix Majestic poked the head in front from Satnus. Felix Majestic edging clear. Miss Coover goes to third, and it's Felix Majestic by a length to Satnus. Miss Coover up to third. Peace Officer home into fourth when clear. They're followed then by Manconi. A gap in the field to Territory Express from Big Apple, Oakfield Arrow, then back rower, Toes on the nose, Bazooka, Bend the Knee, the Guru, Made by Khan, and Cracker-Lacka.
Felix Majestic, Jason Collett and Gary Nixon get the money. That's his fourth win in his career. 3 of them have been here at Rosehill Gardens. And number 7, Felix Majestic, will be going into the frame. They've run 1:22.52. 1:22.52. And well backed, Felix Majestic gets the money.
Nice horse. Geez, the big boys and girls got involved late there. They kept their powder dry. $3.20, $3.40, the best tote. So he was absolutely truckloaded there as the last horse moved into the barrier. And it was always sweet. It was upside Satnus who controlled the speed. It was an on-pace dominated event. A lot of merit in Miss Coover. It's obviously a horse with talent. And Peace Officer just probably wasn't run with the high enough pressure for him, but he was still excellent. But nice horse. I think he can go further, this horse.
Another terrific ride by Jason Collett. Just put it up outside lead. He's got terrific hands, Jason. You can get horses to settle. You can bang him out, put him into a spot, but they just come back underneath him. It was just another outstanding ride by Jason Collett there today.
So that's the midway. 1:22.52 is the run, and the last 600 in 33.96. Numbers are up, 7, 11, 18 and 2. Good on you, Gaz. Well, he had that race won probably a long way out.
Oh, look, he's a lot better horse than people give him credit for. His first prep, he looked like been anything, really. He ran second to Red Card, his second run up. Then he won. Then he was placed here. Then he won in town on a Saturday. And we tipped him out, and we had a lot of big plans for him. But we struck heavy tracks, bottomless tracks, and he just cannot go an inch on the wet. Right. So I just aborted the preparation, straight back the paddock, brought him back for the spring. And he's just gone from strength to strength.
And you reckon he's going even better now?
Oh, a lot better. Yeah, he just keeps improving. He's an easy horse to train, you know, very sensible. He's no dramas. Only he does what he has to in his track work, bring him to the races, and, you know, and Jason knows him well.
And he's still in his 70s in the benchmark, so you can play around with that.
Oh yeah, like, we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. And, you know, we can pick off these races all day. Yeah. And it's a good prize, buddy.
Yeah.
You know. No, and I really think the further we go with him too, the better he'll be.
Jay Collett looked beautiful out there too, didn't he?
My word, he did, yeah.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations, Jace. That was over a long way out.
It was, yeah. He had control once he was able to position out there. I was probably wanting cover today up to 14 for the first time, but look, it just sort of mapped to, well, he was going to get that sort of run he got, able to dictate the speed and sprinted well.
If he got covered, do you reckon he could step up to like the mile and beyond?
I'd like to think he could. The way he switched off last start, albeit a strong run, 1200, he's still on speed today, 14, so it'd be worth a try in time, but we'll keep going at the 14s until we can't.
Well done, buddy.
Thanks.
Okay, Gonchuran's gone forward and we're just about ready. The red light is on. Ready now on the third here at Rosehill, and they're off and racing. Pierrosa the favourite, one of the last out, and Mission Phoenix ridden out by Clipperton to lead. Queen Maker bounced out well, going straight to second. Gonchuran rolling forward out deep on the outside of Atlandos, and Pierrosa quickly recovered after the average start, is right on the back of the speed now. And then a line of three back in the field, Olympic Gauge, Pesto and Mars a bit deeper out. So they find the positions at the mile mark. Mission Phoenix holds the front. From Queen Maker is firing up in second. Gonchuran still caught a bit deep. Moving up on the outside, going forward. Pierrosa fourth, the rails, and the inside of Atlandos. Mars a bit is three wide back in the field. From Olympic Gaze as well, tucked away on the inside running rail as they work down the back section of the course, and it's Mission Phoenix in front. Pesto's back last now. Mission Phoenix in front of half to Gonchuran going to second. Queen Maker still pulling on the outside of Pierrosa, followed by Mars a bit, then Outlandos, Olympic Gaze and Pesto's last of all. At the halfway mark now, 1,000 to go. Mission Phoenix has had it all his own way. Leads out by 3/4 to Gonchuran, closer in the run today. Followed by Pierrosa. Mars a bit continues to roll forward out wide the roughie. So Mars a bit goes to third. Then Pierrosa from Queen Maker, Atlandos, Olympic Gauge, and Pesto's last of a bunch field. So the pace has been pretty sedate, and Gonchuran now ups the ante, trying to rattle the cage of Mission Phoenix. Mission has still got gas in the tank though. Mission Phoenix comes back on Gonchuran. Mars a bit looks to have had enough. Pierrosa being shoved along on the inside. Queen Maker into the clear. Outlandos looping. Pesto still last. 3:50 to go. Mission Phoenix in front from Gonchuran. Up the inside is Pierrosa. Outlandos running a good race on the outside of Queen Maker, and Pesto's running on well on the outside. There's many chances now. Mission Phoenix under siege. Mission Phoenix ahead in front. Mission Phoenix, the inside Pierrosa. Mission Phoenix, Pierrosa goes to him. Got up, I'd say. I think Pierrosa a nose, and only a nose to Mission Phoenix. Queen Maker possibly third in front of Gonchuran, followed by Olympic Gaze, Outlandos, Pesto and Mars a bit. Photo. Real desperate go here. Mission Phoenix, brave there, and Pierrosa driving on the inside, and I think just got the stride in.
We'll wait and see. We're going to get a couple of shots of this. Mission Phoenix wouldn't lie down, even though he looked like he was going to, and Pierrosa may have got its nose in front, certainly before the line. The only question is if Mission Phoenix has come back right on the line. But this rail true, well, he did come back, but is it enough? Not enough. Pierrosa on the inside has grabbed Mission Phoenix, and third home will be Queen Maker.
Very smart ride. He used his barrier. A lot of people didn't think, and me included, that she could probably hold that third, the fence, but it was a winning move, and when he wandered off the fence and everything went right for her, it was a winning move. There's no doubt about it. He gussed it out pretty well there, Mission Phoenix. He's just so dour. He's got to just grind them into the ground, and he's battled on well with his 61 kilos there. There's no doubt, and a bunch finish with Queen Maker not far away without Outlandos. But look, all over the track there, but the favourite gets there in the nick of time.
By Tommy Sherry, just snuck up the fence there, just bided his time. Once the leader rolled off, just took the opportunity to go back to the inside. It was a really tough win.
Time 2 minutes 2.55, 2 minutes 2:55, 34.88 the last 600 metres, and the numbers are up 8-1, 9 and 2 after the third. Well done, Pete. There was a time she didn't like to go out, now she doesn't want to come in.
I won't say she's female, Greg, but dear, she can be a heartache at times. We've got the preliminary part right. She's good now, and just got to get used to winning so she comes in her own.
She'll be right next time.
Yeah, that's great to see. Good bunch of blokes, and a narrow win like that made them really earn it, and they'll appreciate that.
Lovely ride by Tommy.
Yeah, great ride. Made use of the alley, the no weight on her back, and the steady pace really suited her today, and good to see her win. She deserves it, and I'm glad for the ownership group.
She's on her way. How do you feel about King's Gambit later?
Yeah, down the back so far, touch wood, he's been really good. He's been settled, and that's been his biggest issue for a while now, just the pre-race manners that he has, but so far he's been very good down the back, so if he presents like that during the race, no, he'll run very well.
Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Congratulations, Tommy. Starting to gather a bit of momentum now, mate.
Yeah, it's good. Peter and Paul have been very good to me. The last couple of weeks have taught me well, and it's always good to reward them when they give me the opportunities.
You didn't have a lot of, options straightening for home once you got the run on the inside. Did you think it was all over?
I was a touch worried because I know how tough that second horse is. He fights hard, but sort of the more I asked her, the more I could feel her building. And the last 100, I was confident she'd get there. She dug deep when she needed to, and she was well placed by the team today.
She seemed very well behaved today.
Yeah, she's been quite nice, nicely behaved for me. I think you just keep out of her way. She reminds myself of a little bit of my missus. You sort of just keep them happy.
Well said.
Thanks.
Dual and Piney River with class drops and Stanislaus up in grade. And the light is on and we're all set to go. Racing now. Oh, Fire. Fire's last out, missed it by 10 lengths. And Piney River's jumped out well together with Dual and Way to the Stars. Way to the Stars and Dual contesting the lead from Classy JB. Biographer ripping forward out wide from Piney River is firing up now. Then came the favourite Stanislaus, a length after Zuccarino. What's going on here with Bandy's Boy? It's dropping right back to last and getting past it is Fire who bungled the start. So racing to the lead is Dual from Way to the Stars. Dual a half in front to Way to the Stars. Then Classy JB on the inside of Biographer. Stanislaus is next and Pioneer River under the pump. At the 350, Dual still in front from Way to the Stars, a length away Biographer. Stanislaus 2 lengths further back is starting to run on quite nicely. Way to the Stars just the leader from Dual fighting back. Stanislaus is trying to get there. Still Way to the Stars in front. Way to the Stars 50 out from Stanislaus driving and got up. Right on the post Stanislaus knocked off Way to the Stars and Dual third. Then Pioneer River battling fourth. Further back to Biographer from Bandy's Boy, Classy JB, Zuccarino and Fire. Your ticket was in the bin the moment the gates opened.
Okay, it looks like Stanislaus is going to get up on the outside and defeat Way to the Stars in a real close one. It looks as though he's got the bob in and has beaten Way to the Stars, and Dual will be back in third spot. Here's the low shot, and we'll try and show you as quick as we can what happened to Fire at the start, because it's a hold all tickets. He came out so far behind them. He's won. Stanislaus, number 12, beat 4, Way to the Stars, and number 1, Dual, 12-4-1. Stand by for the head-on of the start so we can show you what happened to Fire. Ronnie.
Yeah, but a good win. He had a bit of work to do with 100 to go, but just that 7 kilo difference in the weights was certainly the difference those last couple of strides. He saved ground the inside, comes to the outside. Was always going to be strong late, but just took him forever to get there. Way to the Stars was good. A really good run from Dual, who just overdid things in the early stages there, and maybe we might just have a look at that head-on with Fire here. So just make sure he did nothing untoward's happened.
I think we're going to get one more replay. Punters need to know what happened to Fire. Have you done your money, or are we going to see it in the see the stewards have a look at it? I can't tell you what happened. So here's Way to the Stars, Corey, and here's Stanislaus over the top and Dual back in third.
Yeah, he only got there by the barest of margins, but it was a great ride by Zach. It's obviously stating the obvious, but he just let the horse go through its gears. He settled it early, but just love the way he let it gather momentum. Again, he didn't win by a big margin, but it was a really smart ride from the kid.
Okay, here it comes. One in from the outside. I think you're fine. One in from the outside. Oh, gee, stood there. We just roll that again. He's sort of leaning backwards when the starter said go. Can we go back a little bit further just to see what he was like before this? What do you think, Corey?
He looked like he was already leaning back. He sort of sat down in below, in behind, and he's always on the back step. Yeah, he's just sat back at that vital stage.
It wasn't like the barriers open and he was standing and just refused to jump. He was on the backward step.
He's definitely taken a backward step and sort of half sat down in behind. And obviously, once the gates open, he attempted to jump, but he's already sitting down in behind. So yeah, just an unfortunate circumstance.
And Corey, in this circumstance, they'll take evidence from the rider, in this case Kobe Jennings, and also from the starters and the barrier attendants.
Yeah, the barrier attendant, because they'll obviously question whether the barrier attendant had hold. And, but you could see on that footage there that it's no fault of anyone's bar the horse. He's just taken a step back.
Hold all tickets with Fire. Stanislaus the winner. It is 12-4-1 and 2. They've run 62.71, home in 33.42. Well done, James. Good turn of foot.
Thanks, Greg. He does have a good turn of foot, and look, to think only a few ago he was competing in a Class 1 of the provincials. He's made a quick progression to be here in a handicap starting favourite and well respected in the market. And Zach Lloyd rode him like a good jockey, a confident jockey, and he attacked the line well enough to get up and win with the lightweight.
You've already given him a crack at stakes grade.
Well, it's something interesting about that. I actually had him in the handicap a couple of weeks ago, but he was balloted, and there weren't enough positions in the field for him to tackle them last time. So I let him go around against the better horses in the Heritage, and I was resoundingly criticised for it. I was told to find a benchmark 72 by a couple of blokes in the cheap seats. So I said, no, I'll find a benchmark 78.
There you go. You win.
Yeah, well, you can have your small victories, don't you?
Yeah. Okay, well done.
Thank you.
Good on you.
Congratulations, Zach. He ended up in a terrific position. Got a little bit unbalanced once he gets out behind him, but through the line he was strong.
Yeah, it was a good run race for him. Like he can get a bit keen, but they were running along, and he relaxed really well. But as you said, when he gets to about the 400 to the 300, he sort of wants to go through his gears too quickly. He'd done that last start as well. But yeah, once he figures it out, and you've seen that last 100, he stretched nicely.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
King's Gambit's been very hard in the market. Ready to go now. Gates are back, they're off and racing. Barber was a little bit tardy out, and King's Gambit being snagged back to last, and Royal Tribute jump fast together with Osmosis, and they're at it again early. Balkans away well, lands in third in front of Mexico. Barber on the improve from Celestial Legend. A gap to Namesake, and King's Gambit's gone down to the rails as they go into the first turn. And Clark trying to go as slow as possible here on Royal Tribute. Under a good tight grip, leads by a neck here on Osmosis. Balkans with a good trail third in advance of Mexico, 2 lengths into Barber. King's Gambit improving on the rails. Put Celestial Legend a length behind him, and Namesake is last on the fence. Coming to the turn, it's Royal Tribute and neck in front to Osmosis. Then Balkans, followed by Mexico. King's Gambit a ride for luck on the fence. Getting a lot of room as well, King's Gambit, as they straighten up. 350 out, Royal Tribute in front. Osmosis is trying to get on terms. Osmosis draws level with him now. King's Gambit, the fence running on okay. Then Mexico, and wider out is Barber. King's Gambit up the fence from Mexico. Then came Osmosis, but it's checkmate. King's Gambit home today. King's Gambit beat Mexico. I think Royal Tribute third, just in front of Osmosis. Then Celestial Legend, Barber, Balkans, and Namesake.
He's done something today a lot of people thought he could do. He's gone on with it, and he's won the Roman Consul. Right along the fence, Tommy Berry, first ride on this colt by I Am Invincible, has beaten a very good field and stamped himself as a very good 3-year-old. He'll beat Mexico and Royal Tribute.
Not just a good horse, a great ride, a great ride. He just snagged him at the start. He found Barber's back. They all left the fence, I don't know why, otherwise it might have turned ugly. And I'm interested to see what time he's run. I think there's what's the Class record's a long-standing one there, so he might have gone close looking at that race to breaking that class record held by Sportsworks, but we'll stay tuned for that. But they opened up, like the Sydney Harbour, out the heads there, and Tommy Berry still had hold of him with 100 metres to go.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, Ronnie, but I think it was one at the start when Tommy was actually able to snag him back and find a bit of cover. They did string out, they did go quick that first, probably furlong and a half, which allowed him to balance up, tack onto the back of him. But then, like you said, once they opened up like the Harbour heads, he's just straight through. He's a talented horse, this horse.
Ronnie, timing's everything, and as far as the Everest is concerned, it's just out of whack. It's out of whack. He's run out of time.
He's running out of time, unfortunately, because he just shows what he can do in fast races. He still wanted to get his head up, coming after the start there once he went to make a little bit of ground, but he's still work in progress, and maybe it's done him a favour missing the Everest, but I was trying to sell his cause early on, but, maybe next year. But you only 3 once.
That's right.
Be interested to see what Peter thinks of him, what the next step is, but he's a very good colt.
You stuck with him. You were spot on. 1-7, 3 and 6. Now they've run 19.16, 19.16, and they've sprinted in 33.33.
Well, that breaks Sportsworks' class record, which is held since 1993.
Gee whiz. All our mob the track record at 1:8:39 in 1997, and that's a long, long record, but yes, a class record. So 1916 and 33.33. I think we've got enough time to just quickly catch up with Peter Snowden, who'd be delighted with what he just saw. Finally, today was the day, Pete.
Finally, Greg, but I still feel we've only seen 50% of what he can do. He still did a few things wrong, and he's been good all day to the last 10 minutes. Just got a little bit, when we put the saddle on him, he got a little bit wound up. But look, he's getting better and better. That's the main thing. If we've done all this work, and he's shown no improvement, where we're sort of scratching our heads, but to see that result today, knowing that he can definitely get better, that's very, very pleasing.
During the race, the head went up, and then it came down, and then it'd go up again, but it wasn't for long.
Well, he had my fist on top of his head, pushing him, Greg, to get it down. But
how much did Tommy Berry help out there today?
Oh, because you've got to know these horses. You sort of can't get on them here and go out there and ride them like that. You've got to ride them work. You've got to understand how they are and be a horseman. That's what Tommy is.
A lot of people had him pegged as an Everest horse. You've run out of time for that. So what is the future for this horse immediately?
Yeah, look, the Coolmore was a race that Henry and the team really want to win with him. I was a bit sceptical at first and it didn't work, but we might even get another run in before the Coolmore, and that the more racing he has, the better he'll be, and the more relaxed he'll be, and then you get a better product. But he's certainly a talented horse. Once you get it all worked out, I think we're going to see a nice horse.
Great horse. Well done, Pete.
Thanks, Greg.
Congratulations, Tommy. I think the race was won at the start.
Yeah, it was. Look, the way he jumped right into the bridle like he wanted to go, but I had a good hold of him and just had to check him for that one stride. And look, you lose a length or two, but in saying that, it just gets him into a really nice rhythm then. And we know what he can do, this colt. And I don't know how I got all them runs up the inside, but it worked out perfect.
Like, the key to him was obviously to get him back, get him cover, but when they sailed off the fence and he went through, how quick did he pick up underneath you?
Too quick. You could see I was just nursing him. He hasn't hit the front for a long time, if ever, so I didn't want to get there too soon for him, but when he did get to the front, he really went on with it. And it's races like this, Corey, that, as you know, just gives colts like this confidence and helps them with their manners, but to get a colt like this only a week back into riding, I'm pinching myself.
I think the deeper he gets into the preparation, the more he'll relax.
Yeah, he will. He's still a bit hot, but Pete's done a really good job with him, taking him to the races when he's not racing, taking him to every time he can get him to a racetrack, he takes him. So it's sort of tricking him into thinking, is he going to come here and gallop or race or do whatever? But they're very good at what they do, the Snowdens, and that's why they get good colts.
Well done, mate.
Cheers, thanks, mate.
And we're ready to go now in the Toyota Forklifts Tap Craig here at Rosehill. And the gates are back, they're off now. Snapback missed the kick a little bit and He-Man was very sluggish out. Macarena's handled the start well with Cry Sayor, and the Little Pumper is sliding along the rails with the intent of taking the lead. NCAP bursting through the pack goes to 4 from Circus Maximus. Now a little bit deep out as Razors on the outside as Snapback. They're followed well back to Ducasse, and He-Man is the last one. So the Little Pumper races to the leader. Macarena goes up to eyeball him as they go into the first turn. The Ruffy up on the inside is Monty Maximus railing to third from Cry Sayor. 2 lengths away to the favourite NCAP on the running line. He's over racing a bit, the favourite. In fact, he's over racing a lot. On the outside is Snapback. A length then to Razors. And the last two, Ducasse is away. A big start on the outside of He-Man. Coming to the turn, 500 metres to run. The Little Pumper a half in front to Macarena. Then came Monty Maximus off the bridle from Cry Sayor. And now getting to the outside is NCAP, 5 off the lead. Into the straight. It's the Little Pumper on the inside of Macarena. The pair go stride for stride. 3 lengths to Cry Sayor. NCAP not doing enough. Razors the outsiders. Macarena moved up on the outside of the Little Pumper. The filly Macarena takes the lead from the Little Pumper. Then NCAP, Snapback flashing home. Macarena in front. She needs the post, but Macarena wins the Tap Craig. Won it by 3/4. Razors got second from Snapback. Then come NCAP and He-Man. The Little Pumper getting tired at the end from Ducasse. And a gap back in the field to Monty Maximus and Cry Sayor.
2 runnings of the Tap Craig, 2 fillies. Opal Ridge and now Macarena. Number 13, Macarena, facing a huge jump today from a maiden at Canterbury to a $500,000 set weights and penalties. Macarena, Team Hawks, Tyler Schiller, beats Razors, Cummings and Lloyd. Snapback, Peter and Paul Snowden, Sam Clipperton in 3rd spot.
Well, they got that one right, the punters, and never stopped backing it and hammered on every toe there late in their own right. So they were getting a few right here today. Sits outside the lead. There's improvement to come and was very, very good. Razors has battled on well. A Little Pumper's stuck on well. I'm still trying to work out why these blokes want to get wide. I thought Snapback was terrific after missing the start. And I think you watch this He-Man, he's a big improver. He just had to switch out wide there as well late. But all honest, she may have found the best part of the track, but she was very, very good there for an inexperienced filly.
I think she's got plenty of upside too, Ronnie. Watching her parade in the yard, she's still not quite there yet. She's really leggy. She's got a lot of growing to do, but I just love the way that she held them off. She was there to be beaten. She got to the front probably too soon, not through any fault of Tyler's, but just love the way that she held them all off getting through the line.
1:22.09, 1:22.09. Gee, I can hear the voices of Tap Craig calling Octagonal and Lonhro in the background.
Yeah, that was an amazing feat back in the day, and do you know what, Greg? It's just nice to get a nice filly back on the track and in the stable, and it's probably a little bit extra special when you own it too. So it's a bright future ahead of us.
She is obviously well above average.
We've always thought that. Her first run she was very unlucky, and even last start to do what she did at Canterbury, and she sort of got posted wide today as well, and Tyler just nursed her to the front or outside the leader, and she relaxes well when she does come back to you, but she's had a few tough runs and probably got to the front a little bit soon, and through no fault of Tyler, it's just the way the race panned out, and she sort of stargazed a bit. But the part I love the most is she just fights and fights hard. So she's a bright star.
And there's more money on offer, even a race like the Calendar Presnell.
Yeah, exactly right. She's obviously in that, but when you're obviously $500,000 races like today, they're not black type races, but this day and age you don't have to be. The Everest is in a Group 1, but yet it attracts a quality field. So Peter Vlandie's done a great job. It's helped our family today, that's for sure, and certain as an owner. And congratulations, take a bow. But you've got to put them in the right races, and everyone's worked hard at home, but she's a quality filly going forward.
Can't wait to see her again. Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Tyler. That was impressive.
Yeah, terrific filly. My first sit on her, I was lucky to get the sit. I think Zach might have been in line there, and after winning on her at Canterbury, but really tough win. She did a bit of work early, and once she got past Gaze, I thought she was the one to beat, and she stretched really hard late.
What sort of feel does she give you? Because she doesn't look like she's there yet.
No, she's still a little bit keen. Does a couple of things wrong, but I think she's more professional in a race than what she is to the start. She gave me a bit of a worry there. but she's a good chaser and she's a strong finisher.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
No compromise. And here's Darren Flindell.
And we're ready now for the $2 million Petaluma Hill Stakes, 1900 metres. And they're off and racing. Protagonist Barrier 1 handled the start quite well. Hinged is being sent forward. Luncey's handy. Huyamal being put on the speed. And Hosier rolling forward as well. Now just behind them, Zarek and the yellow cap is bursting, slicing through the middle of the pack. Magical Lagoon out deep. Mount Popper's out very, very wide as they go up into the first turn. So there's many challenges for the lead. Now back in the field is Young Werder from Numerian. Sky Lab Fire Burn. No compromises. Back last of all. They go to the back, and Huyamal is just the leader, but rolling up on the outside now is Mount Popper, and Mount Popper's going to take the lead by a length. Huyamal's got the prime spot second, inside Hosier third, length and a half then to Hinge. Magical Lagoon a fraction deep, and right through the middle there is Zarek, has been very well positioned. Now back about midfield, Protagonist on the rail and the inside of the grey Luncey's. They're followed by Young Werder, then came the favourite Montefilia from Fire Burn, Sky Lab, Numerian, and No Compromise sees them all. They lead the back. Mount Popper in front by a half length now with Huyamal off the fence up on the outside. Then came Hosier, followed by Hinge, who's travelling fourth on the rails from Zarek. Then came Magical Lagoon in the black cap. They're followed then by Protagonist on the rails from Luncey's Young Werder. Now Montefilia is well back in the field and racing on the inside of Sky Lab and Fireburn. The last two, Numerian and No Compromise. Racing to the turn, it's Mount Popper being eyeballed now by Huyamal, and Hieronymus said go on Huyamal. It moved up to take the lead away from Mount Popper, followed by Zarek into the clear. Then came Hosier. Montefilia still 5 lengths away, slicing into the clear. Huyamal at the furlong, a length in front of Zarek. Montefilia is hitting the line well. Protagonist the rail. Huyamal a length in front. They're swooping. Huyamal being gobbled up by Montefilia. Montefilia over the top, ran past Huyamal to win it, and Protagonist flashing home into third. Then came No Compromise, hitting the line hard from Zarek. Further back to Luncey's, Numerian, Young Werder. Mount Popper got pretty tired from Sky Lab, Fire Burn and Hosier.
She's back, Montefilia. Her first win in 566 days. Her last win was right here at Rosehill, 2,000 metres, a Group 1 Ran vet. And she's back in business right over the top of them. Number 11, Montefilia has won the Hill Stakes. Charlie, take us through the process with this mare. She came to you, the stable inherited her from David Payne, and she'd accomplished a lot. So how has it been getting her to peak like she did today?
Look, it's obviously a credit really to David Payne, leaving plenty of horse left in her. Everyone is so conscious of longevity nowadays, and making sure you're retiring sound horses and you're not breaking their hearts. So look, there's obviously some still left in the locker, but she's achieved great things. And look, I don't think there's going to be a person out there begrudging Yulong. They've obviously put their hands in their pockets really deep for multiple years now, and buying these high-priced mares. But that's the beauty of the racing in today's age. You're racing for $2 million here, and she wins back a massive portion of what they spent on her, and they've still got her as a broodmare. So, look, we're just thrilled, obviously, to reward Yulong with offering us the opportunity to train such a great mare, and it's great for the racing public to see these mares continue to race on. So, look, it's always feels a bit awkward, I guess, taking these good horses off trainers, but it's an open market with the sales ground, and I guess everyone's just got to choose what's best for their individual breeding program and what they're trying to achieve in the game. But full credit to Yulong putting their hands in the pockets for this one.
Have you seen her gradually improve? Have you seen her get better over each run?
Look, I thought her first up run, everyone was expecting her to win. Second up, it was that impressive. So, look, obviously it's only a Group 2 today. It would have been much better if it had been a Group 1. But yeah, I know what you're saying. She is definitely peaking and getting better with each and every run. So, look, where we go from here is up to Chris. He can work that problem out. But it's a nice problem to have. And a filly who's obviously found some form. And the good thing is it's been on a good 4-track too. So she's not obviously dependent on that ground.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Nasser. I'm not going to say she's getting better, but mate, how good was she today?
Yeah, unreal. Yeah, look, she awkwardly sort of placed. She was slow out of the gates, which is, you know, like you missed 2 at the start. It's sometimes like 8 in the race, but look, she sort of travelled good. I was able to get on Protagonist's back, and I just felt sort of from the 700. I've been here a couple of times today and it doesn't work for me. I'll try something different. So, look, she's a big wind-up sort of mare, and to her credit, she's come off her back there with 300 to go, and the race looked shot to bits, and I just gritted my teeth and thought, well, here we go. And, you know, like, she's got there with 50 to go, and had there been 100 metres, she wins me 3 hard held.
That's what I was going to say. She picked up really quickly underneath you once she got clear running.
Yeah, look, she's got a massive stride, and, you know, full credit to Yulong. They've spent a lot of money getting these good mares for down the track, obviously, and, you know, who knows what's left in her. There's a damn good race. I don't even know whether Chris has even thought about a Melbourne Cup or anything. I don't know. But, you know, like, she's that sort of type of mare, and who knows, she might end up at stud this year, but she's a bit special.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
The light is on, and we're ready to go. Stand by. Racing now, Flying Crazy, 12-sided Coateal. Palmetto jumped out quite well with Attractable, and going forward on the outside is Bandersnatch, but Attractable just leads. Cepheus there, Palmetto third, then Bandersnatch. Banju is pouncing through the middle of runners, followed by Detonator Jack not far away on the rails. Wild Planet's caught a bit deep going forward on the outside into the first bend from Argelia. Further back then to Lion's Roar from Roots on the outside at Coateal from Cuban Real. A length further back to Waterford. They're followed by Alencia, Flying Crazy, Skyman, and a gap back to Cisco Bay and Stockman are the last two as the big field thunders down the side. Attractable led the way, a half on Bandersnatch. Banju into a clear third, then Cepheus from Wild Planet. Palmetto tucked between runners, then came Detonator Jack the rails. Wider out Lions Roar, Jedia being scrubbed up midfield, and Coateal riding for luck on the fence. Into the straight, Attractable nearly hit the running rail over there. Led both 3/4 now to Bandersnatch. Cepheus is pushing into the clear. It's Attractable in front, holding Bandersnatch. Cepheus runs on well. So does Palmetto on the outside. Attractable still a length and a half in front to Cepheus, who's picking up now. Cepheus takes the lead. Coateal is rattling home. Cepheus in front from Coateal. I think Cepheus scraped in from Coateal. Flying Crazy charging home at the end. I think it grabbed third in front of Attractable, then Detonator Jack and Roots. Palmetto close up from Bandersnatch, Argedia, Cisco Bay, Banju, Wild Planet, Lions Roar, Waterford, Stockman, Skyman, Alencia and Cuban Real.
Just keeps going from strength to strength, Cepheus. He's won a $1.5 million race as he heads towards the big dance. What a lead up to pick up. And he'll run for $2 million on Melbourne Cup Day. $6 favourite for that race before today. He'll be shorter now. Cepheus, number one. Nash on board. Matthew Dunn will hold off the fast finishing Coda Healy Willie right on the line. Just And Flying Crazy, last out, third home.
Yeah, and the other horse was slow out as well, the second horse, Coda Healy. So he'll have a few looks at this, but one thing's for sure, the winner's carried the weight and beaten a good field. I know the inside draw helped him there, and it probably is an advantage being on the inside, but boy, oh boy, he's gone from strength to strength, and as Matt says, he just does so well. You've got to nearly run him every 2 weeks to keep him fit, but a marvellous performance, and what do we keep talking up this bloke? Nash Rawiller, he's just too good.
About to say, Ronnie, he's riding in unbelievable form. His timing's just incredible at the moment, Nash. He just seems to be in a rich vein of, like, I don't know what it is, but there's something about him. Even when you look at him in the jockey's room, he's really healthy. He doesn't seem to be wasting as hard as what he used to, but again, just putting him in all the right spots and getting there at all the right times.
Well, you know he's keen because even he's brought it up about a premiership. Like, he really wants to give McDonald a run for his money, and let's not forget, he has won 3 premierships. It's not like weight stopped him before.
No, that's right. And like I said, he's just in that zone at the moment. You just can't do a thing wrong. He's putting him in all the right spots. And again, it's more so for me the timing. Like, he's just hitting the line at exactly the right time.
So he picks up massive prize money here today. Rawiller winning our 2 highest money races, the $2 million Hill Stakes and the $1.5 million Alan Brown, $3.5 million for total prize money. And he's won the lion's share as the jockey today. And Matt Smith, you can just sit back and relax now and let them bring on the big dance.
Matt Dunn.
Matt Dunn, yes, Matt Dunn.
Yeah, look, he was great again today, wasn't he? You know, he perfect ride again by Nash, and I actually thought he got beat on the line, but it was certainly a welcome surprise when I saw the photo. But no, great to see. Thank you very much to my owners group for sticking with him when things looked a bit grim 2 years ago, and also to my team. They've done a great job, and very proud to have him in the stable.
You've had one eye on the big dance and everything has gone to plan so far, but fancy picking up a race worth $1.5 million on the road through.
Yeah, exactly. It's incredible, isn't it? And I'm glad they put it on. It's only a new race, and I'm glad we were here to sort of grab it. But you know, the horse has done great through the week. He's jumping out of his skin, and you know, that was the only concern coming back to the 1400. But clearly he coped with that well also. So look, he's a beauty, isn't he? You know, he tries his little heart out. He does his best every time he goes to the races, and certainly great to have him. Great to have him where he is now, heading to the big dance.
So what do we got to tick over 4 weeks?
Yeah, he'll probably go to the Flonte. He needs racing. I don't really want to go 4 weeks between with him, so he'll go to the Flonte in a couple of weeks, and that'll top him off nicely, and just go the 2 weeks and 3 days into the big dance, and God give him strength.
And great for you too, because OTI have come on as an owner. How long have they been with you?
They've been with me for quite a while. This is the first one I've sort of got straight from overseas. The previous ones have all been the used and abused ones, but he's the first one, the import that came straight to us, and I hope there's a few more to come, because if they're as good as him, I'd love to have a stable full of them. But no, OTI have been great supporters of us, and it's good to see that they're stuck with us right through this horse, because he's had his problems along the way. You know, he had a career-threatening injury a couple of years ago, but good to see, and hopefully we can get plenty more.
Can I just say one more thing? Important for you too, that it's not just highways you're winning. You know, you're winning other races and now feature races that are big money.
Yeah, you're right. And look, you know, when we closed the Sydney stable, that was a difficult decision to make, but it was the right one, clearly. It's sort of proof that we can train these good horses from home, and it's good to see him turn up and say this. But I say one thing, that my wife, Kira, put a lot of work into this horse over the years, and we've sort of gone our separate ways now, but she did a lot of good things for this horse, and a big piece of the reason he's here now is because of what she did for him.
Well done, Matt.
Thank you.
Good on you. Matt Dunn, the winning trainer of Cepheus.
Well done, Nasha. Your timing is unbelievable at the moment. What was your thought on the line there?
Look, he actually did fine, but I actually, the further I went after the pull-up, I thought, geez, it's closer than I think here, and when we first hit the line, I said to Tommy Sherry, I think he might have got me, because his horse was just launching. But what I liked about my bloke, he just lifted himself up on canvas and stuck his head out again, and you know, he's obviously got it right in the line, because it was very close.
You're having a lot of luck, and for all different stables. How good is it?
Yeah, it's unreal. Well, mate, you know, it is good fun. You know, I feel sorry for you sometimes. Like, I wish you were still here riding with us, mate.
Is that when you're looking at your pay packet?
Yeah. But look, there's a lot of ups and downs in racing, and you know, you can be on top of the world one minute and on the bottom the next. But you know, I've got a lot of good support around me, which is great. You know, family and friends and trainers and owners, and right at the moment, all the horses are firing, so we're in the right spot.
Well done, bud.
Cheers,
Welcome
bud.
back to...
Okay, we're just going to get Jace back on.
Okay, now Jason is getting seated again. Okay. Jason's good to go. They're all good to go. They're racing in the Neverson. Well, she missed the kick. She's all class, 2 lengths last. Parasol jumped well together with Magic Time. The 2 favourites at it already. Odette's up there. So's Queen of the Ball on the fence. Rain Beal settles in 5th, followed by Revolutionary Mist moving up on the outside. Dalcini the rails. Further back, Russian Conquest from Cool Die. Further back to She's All Class, Royal Merchant as they race up into the first turn. Banana Queen's well back as well. So it's Parasol on the outside of Magic Time. Parasol takes the lead. Nash had 2. A snatch right up there on Magic Time. And Parasol got a length in front now. Magic Time getting close to heels again. Odette the outside. Revolutionary Mist caught a little bit deep from Queen of the Ball. Rain Beal then Cool Dies. They straighten up. Parasol rolled off there. Magic Time gets a second opportunity. Parasol in front. Magic Time's trying to pick up. Queen of the Ball's coming off heels. Then Revolutionary Mist. It's Magic Time laying it down now to Parasol. Magic Time and Parasol, and Magic Time rest the lead. Magic Time a half, 3/4 and pulling away. It's a big day for Nash Rawiller. Magic Time beat Parasol. Dalcini rattling home into 3rd. Then came Queen of the Ball from Cold Die. Rain Bill was next from Revolutionary Miss, Russian Conquest. Then came Royal Merchant. She's All Class, Banana Queen, and Odette was last in.
Nash, back to back. It's not pretty in your classical sense, but it's just beautiful to watch. Nash Rawiller, he's taken over James McDonald's premiership lead now. He trailed by 1 going into the meeting. Now he leads by 2. McDonald's had time off, of course, and he's not here today, but he just goes from strength to strength. The arms, the legs going with Magic Time. The favourite wins.
Yeah, she's a nice mare, lightly raced, here to show herself off for the invitation, and that's exactly what she has done. Who would have thought, only Nash would have thought that he'd be leading this field. I just think he caught them napping. They just thought they were going to own the lead there without having to do any work. So he made sure of that. He worked up, he knew he had to make Parasol work, which he did. It got a bit messy there. I don't know what happened, and hopefully he didn't get shortened up there, Dash, but he's giving him a yell. Back on the inside too good. The other horse up the fence has run on really nicely for 3rd, Dalcini.
Obviously, because he got a length behind Parasol, and I'm not sure whether he got cramped for a room, but it just looked like she was wanting to get out on Parasol's back and sort of not going Melbourne way, going Sydney way. It was a little bit awkward there for a few strides, but I just love when she changed strides at about the 200 metre mark, how much she lengthened. She's a real racehorse, this horse.
Johnny Muir, your filly, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Greg.
You bred her?
Bred her. Took her to the Magic Million sales. No one wanted to buy her. So I had a wonderful arrangements with Graham Big over the years.
Yeah.
So rest is history. Gave it to Greg and gave it to Graham, sorry. And I was delighted what she's done up to date.
So when you took her to the sales, were you very surprised that no one wanted her?
Well, she's well bred. Her mother is a very good race mare, and I thought she would have sold quite easily. But after the sale, the box was empty and no one wanted to buy her.
And she's still yours.
Yeah, it happened with Secret Admirer too, that
Yes.
I've had a great pleasure of racing.
So you've had a long association with Graham Begg. Those colours still go around, and now you're hoping to go to the Invitation. Is that right?
We very much hope so.
All right, great to see those colours still winning. Well done,
Thank you
John.
very much.
Johnny Muir, the winning owner, 5-3, 11 and 4.
Light is on in the last and we're ready to go. Stand by.
Okay, guys, we're about to go. Clear.
Racing. Lafarga jumped out about midfield off the inside, and Major Crime jumped particularly well with Wizard of Oz up on the outside. Diamond Dealer goes into a forward roll together with getting up on the inside now is Lafargue. Gringotts super helpful. Boy, portrays out really deep. Kobe settles about midfield, plonked out on the fence, clear from Monarch of Egypt, Bunker Hut, then King of the Castle, Oakfield Waratah, and 2 lengths away to Colour Sergeant. So it's Super Hopeful being challenged by Wizard of Oz. It goes forward to take the lead. Then True Crime and Portrait very wide on the course, but is inching closer around them. Further back to Lafargue, Gringotts deeper out. Then Diamond Dealer. A length and a half into Kiobe, getting shuffled back to the second half of the field from Bunker Hut, Monarch of Egypt as they come around the turn. And it's Wizard of Oz in front. Portrait got to a clear second now from Super Hopeful. Then True Crime. Gringotts winding up. Further back then to Lafargue, slicing through, and Kiobe now to the fence, is still 3 lengths away. Wizard of Oz just in front from Portray, Super Helpful. Where's Kobe going? Up the inside, scraping paint. Super Hopeful got to the front from Kobe. Super Hopeful just in front, and Super Hopeful just beat Kobe. Rattling home Gringotts third. Then came Wizard of Oz, Lafargue. Further back to Portray, did its fair share of work. Colour Sergeant warming up late, together with King of the Castle. Then True Crime, Monarch of Egypt, Diamond Dealer, Bunker Hut, Oakfield Waratah. Super Hopefuls won the last. Oh my goodness, 61-30 and 10-30.
Blowout in the last. Super Helpful. Super Helpful. SP's on the NOP $51. 61.30 and 10.30. What's the quaddie going to pay with that one? We'll have a look. Number 5, Super Helpful. Kobe got the inside run, but couldn't peg back Super Helpful, who got to the front. Now, out wide, Gringotts is going to be third. I'll just tell you if you've... Well, look, if you've got it in the quaddie, you know what it's going to pay, exactly. And it's going to pay plenty.
Yeah, that was super helpful to every bookmaker around Australia. That's all I can tell you. Look, good effort. He's been a really tough horse in his day. So good, well placed by Barb and by the Jones team, and certainly Kobe. He just had to duck and weave there, but no real complaints. I'll probably pour the praise on the winner. He did a really good job. Gringotts ran on well, but all honest, he toughed it out up front, got a bit of a rest, and was too good.
It was actually a really good effort, Ronnie. Like, the race got quite messy mid-race there. There's really no leader. They sort of kept ambling up and taking each other on. So he sat right behind the speed, and I thought it was a pretty good effort late. He was stuck on really, really well.
Okay, the quaddie's paid $5,569 with the horses earlier that were all so well supported. Montefilia, Cepheus, and Magic Time ends with a blowout. Super Helpful at massive odds, 5,569. Now, who have we got? Is Barb, Matt, or Paul? Paul strapping. And it looks like some of the big wigs in racing have got the lot here. If the Epsom wasn't enough for them last week, Going to have a chat to Paul while he's waiting for this horse to come back. Well done. You've just made him happier.
Oh, I think so.
Max, Rudder.
We're just joking about how'd you get him up in? I said, I towed him up in the float. I said, I've got a nice big float, but I need a ram. So
They might buy you one.
I said, I need a sponsor.
Yeah, big odds today.
Yeah, no, it's silly odds. Silly odds. I thought he was a $21 chance in this race. We've taken all the gear off. He's big dance eligible. He won the Snake Gully last year over 14.50. And we're just working him way through there.
So that's where you want to go, the big dance?
Yeah, exactly right, yeah.
Good on you, mate.